All right, y'all. So, welcome back to another episode of Impact to Millions. I am here, Shannon Posh Anderson, and you know I have my daughter with me, Shania Anderson. Hey.
Hey.
All right, y'all. So, this is a good one. So, also go to impacttomillions.com, guys. Make sure you join the community. Make sure you join the membership. And you can go to I Am Shannon Anderson on YouTube and look at the podcast. But you can find all of that on impacttomillions.com. So today, y'all, I want to talk about what we can learn from Katt Williams.
That was such a crazy interview. I loved every single second of it.
OMG. Look, I am a huge component of the truth.
Yes.
I believe in walking in your truth. I believe in being true to who you are. And one thing that I can say, whether he was telling the truth or not, I'm not here to debate whether or not he was lying. That ain't what we're here for. What I can say is that he stands in his truth and he doesn't sell himself short. You know, he stands on what he believes in. And that, my friends, is powerful. All right.
So powerful. Like so many people respect him for it, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Because unfortunately, we live in a society where, and I'm going to lay down the tips and strategies, where we're always watching everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is she doing today? What is he doing today? And it strips us of our own identities and our own callings.
Yeah, because, you know, we're always comparing ourselves to other people. And like with social media, like it really gets to you, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And one of the things that he said was, even though he's been in movies and things like that, he stays true to stand up. And a lot of comedians were coming at him like, oh, you're only doing stand up. He's like, that's my thing.
Exactly.
Like I stay true to who I am. Y'all want to go do movies? I do movies here and there, and I do other stuff here and there, but I stay true to stand up because that's who I am.
Yeah, and it's just like they acting like stand up is an easy thing to do. I'm like, no, that is an art form. You know, you really got to sit there and study it. It's a strategy.
It's a strategy. It's a craft. It's a skill. He said that he did not even feel comfortable with doing stand up until he was better than 300 comedians.
Wow.
And he studied all 300 of them. Mastery.
That's crazy.
Mastery is everything, y'all. We have got to get back into mastery, especially my older people. We come from a situation or society where we're used to mastering things. You know, we couldn't Google. We had to go to the library.
Oh, yeah.
We had to work for everything. You know what I mean? Our parents had to work for everything.
Yeah.
So millennials, it's like, y'all want stuff so fast. And it's like, that's not how this thing really works. And so even Katt Williams talked about the years of mastering his craft. And that's what really takes you to the top.
Yeah, that's true. Because when he said that about 300 people, I'm like, wow. Like,
Yes. And he's been doing this probably at least 25 years.
Right.
Right. And he's still doing the same thing. So, y'all, that's number one. Master something. When we think about doctors, we have a general doctor, right? Primary is what you call them. And then we have specialists.
Right.
Who do you think makes more money?
The specialist.
The specialist makes more money, honey. Because they
mastered their skill.
They mastered a thing. So we have got to get back into mastery. Even what I do, people are like, oh, you should switch up and do this. Can you teach me this and teach me that? No.
The way you said no. No.
I'm mastering this thing. Be known for one thing. You've got to be known for one thing. Get great at one thing. Because once you become great at that one thing, you can make millions and millions and millions and millions and millions off of one thing.
Yeah, that's crazy that they said like they want you to switch up when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into this. Like all the hours that you put into studying your craft and trying to perfect it, like to help other people. And it's just like, how dare you tell me that?
Yeah, and you don't even get good till you're like 10 years in.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even get good, y'all, until you're like 10 years in. So master a thing, all right? Katt Williams has mastered the comedy game. Mastered it. Even when we looked on Netflix and he was talking about how Cedric the Entertainer, you can't find his Netflix special, Netflix threw it up because he said it. They're like, oh, well, they can't find it. Well, we'll help them find it.
Yeah, because when we got on Netflix, that was the first thing on the screen. I was like, oh, no, they didn't.
They were like, we're going to help y'all find Cedric the Entertainer's Netflix special. Since Katt Williams said it.
Because people was going to be looking for it because people are nosy and messy.
People are nosy and messy. They like, you can't find it. So y'all, master a thing. Work on mastering something, putting your heart into it, because that's what really drives a business. If you guys are really looking to do business, what drives a business is the mastery of it and people coming to you knowing that you know what you're doing, knowing that they're going to get a good result.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So let's master something. All right. Number 2, watching other people. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Right? So Katt Williams was like, y'all go ahead and do this. You want to do radio. You want to do all that. I'm sticking to stand up. I don't care. Y'all not going to knock me off my thing. This is what I know how to do the best. And so this is what I'm going to stick to.
Right.
Comparison, y'all, is the thief of all joy. And it leads so many people astray. Y'all are so busy chasing and building somebody else's dream. Oh, I could drop the mic.
My.
I can drop the mic. You are chasing and building somebody else's dream, and you don't understand the anointing. People are anointed to do certain things.
Right.
So you will go out and try to do the same thing and wonder why. You could go to the same school. You could have the same teachers. You could have the same everything. But people forget anointing. When God anoints a person to do something, they got a special sauce.
Exactly. It's their gift.
It's their gift. It's their gift. And so even when he talked about Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac, I think all of them are gifted.
Right.
Do not get me wrong. But there are always certain people that just stands out from the crowd. And they call it the it factor. And the reason why they call it the it factor, because they can't put a name on it.
It's true.
You can't put a name on what God gives you.
Yeah, you can't explain it. Like favor ain't fair.
Favor ain't fair. And God will sprinkle that sauce of anointing on them. And you're like, they win at everything. Every time I turn around.
Favor ain't fair. But keep on saying it,
So if you want to be that person, then you've got to do what you're called to do. I've done that so many times. I was like, I talked about that on my social media when I was like, I was selling clothes. I was just getting off track.
Yeah.
I had the online boutique selling clothes. I was selling hair. A lot of people don't know this.
Oh yeah, makeup. You did the a la Bebe.
I did a la Bebe many years ago. Well, I had a children's clothing line, y'all.
Yeah.
So I tried so many different businesses and things. But the thing that God was calling me to do, I was like, no. You want me to get on a stage? What?
A stage and do what?
Impact people.
Like, I don't want to do that. Like, that sounds hard.
I'm like, I'm just going to sell this lipstick.
He's shaking his head like girl, no.
Exactly. And it's so crazy because I would get so annoyed with all the other stuff. Really? I was like, now I have to pack and ship all these clothes. Now I have to run people down and meet them to get the money and do. Honey, just pay me online.
Yeah.
Your friends hitting you up, girl, you got another shirt, you got that hair, you got an 18-inch. Come meet me at the salon. I'm running all over the city.
Yeah.
No. I don't have no more 18-inch, 22-inch, and 24-inch.
God was like, told you. Told you.
Man, so y'all, comparison is the thief of all joy. Let's say tunnel vision. Tunnel vision on your dreams and your goals that God gives you. Right. All right, number 3. That's number 2. And so number 3 is the best of all, and that is staying true to who you are. Staying true and living and walking in your truth. People are so afraid to walk and live in their truth. Those struggles that you've had, those things that you've overcome in your life, those things are blessings, and they're blessings for someone else.
Yeah, because you kind of forget that, the things that you go through, you know, it's meant to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really like for yourself, it's for other people.
Exactly. And a lot of times we allow those things to keep us stuck
Yeah.
and to keep us in bondage. I remember there was a time where I felt so in bondage. Like I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. And the way that you get out of it is to start moving. Just do the things. We already in our spirits know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
We're just afraid to do it.
Yeah.
I've never met a person who just was like, I just don't know what to do. It's usually like, I know I'm supposed to do this,
But I don't want to do it.
but I just don't know if I'm qualified to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you think of yourself as like lower than what what you're supposed to be. And it's just like, no, you're supposed to be like this person.
Exactly. So that's another thing, y'all. And I talk about it all the time. We've got to get out of our own way and stay true. Like authenticity is so important. And that's really, when you really look at successful people, they're all very authentic. They're like a one of a kind.
Mm-hmm. They're so secure in themselves. And it's just like, dang, I want to be like that too.
And that's what attracts so many people to them.
Yeah.
Is the authenticity. You can feel somebody's authenticity. We know when somebody is us.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word. Like, when somebody's BSing you.
Uh-huh.
You can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And so your authenticity, y'all, though, especially if you want to do business, build brands, your authenticity is going to be so important because your audience wants to feel the real you and they want to connect with something that's real.
That's true because, with you being real, it's being vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And people connect to that so much. It's just like other people are scared to be vulnerable, but when they see somebody else do it, it's just like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. Like, I want to connect with you and root for you,
Yes.
support you.
Mm-hmm. It's an energy in vulnerability.
Yeah.
And transparency.
Yeah.
People are just like, I'm tired of being BS. I see that all day long. And to find someone that's true to themselves, someone who's authentic, it's just like a breath of fresh air. Like, oh, thank you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining Impact to Millions. I hope this was another great episode. And as we go on, we're going to make them a little bit longer, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For sure. So, guys, make sure that you go to impacttomillions.com. Make sure you join the community. Make sure you join the membership. Make sure that you watch the YouTube channel, all right? And I look forward to seeing y'all next time. So, Shania, tell them how they can follow you.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Black Girl Introverts with the S.
All right, y'all. So, till next time. Be safe.
Bye.